So today we're going to be discussing two really exciting players that have come on Arsenal's radar in the last couple of weeks. Antoine Semenyo, who plays for Bournemouth, and Kenan Yildiz, I think Yildiz, I don't know if I got the pronunciation right, plays for Juventus as well. In this video also, we're going to be touching briefly on Gabriel Jesus, his status, and discussions around if he's going to be staying in Arsenal beyond the January transfer window, and what should be the best decision for Gabriel Jesus going into the next transfer window. So stay tuned for this very exciting discussion, and please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. So let's jump right into it. So Antoine Semenyo, let's start with that guy. We all know that Arsenal have recruited possibly the best sporting director in the world right now. His ability to close deals. The last transfer window, Arsenal completed 7 or 8 excellent deals. And if Arteta decides he wants a player, you can be rest assured that player is on his way to Arsenal. And right now, Arsenal is one of the exciting projects in the world of soccer. And you can be sure that if Arteta is serious about any of these two players, Arsenal have a very good chance of signing either one of them. Last transfer window, there were lots of discussion about signing a left winger. At the moment, we have Martinelli, the likes of Trossard, and Eze sometimes playing at left wing. But we know that position is potentially a place where we might need to strengthen going into the next transfer window, or even in the summer of, I think, to be fair, in the summer actually, because right now we seem to have sufficient cover. So these two names came up, Antoine Semenyo and Yildiz. Semenyo, I love the guy. I mean, he just signed an extension to his deal at Bournemouth. He's 25 years old, 1.85 meters in height, pretty tall, very fast, very pacey, very direct. He can play on the left, he can play on the right as well, but most times he's playing on the left for Bournemouth. Very pacey, his take-ons are really good. And more importantly, he's been scoring phenomenal goals in this current season. He's the second highest goal scorer right now in the Premier League, second only to Erling Haaland. In 7 matches, he has scored 6. And he looks like there's no stopping him. Very pacey, very strong, very direct. Just the kind of thing we want on our left flank at this very moment. Historically, he has not had excellent numbers, so I'm not too surprised he wasn't, signed by a bigger club in the summer. Last season he managed to get 11 Premier League goals in 37 appearances. The season after that, he got 8 goals in 33 appearances. So these are not phenomenal numbers, but I am almost certain that in this current campaign, he will be getting double digits, and not just double digits, most likely at least 15 goals in this current campaign. So he's going to be, one of those players that lots of clubs are going to be linked to. I've heard the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Chelsea, and Arsenal have been linked to Anton Semenyo. He's good, he's strong, he's pacey, he's everything you want from a winger, very direct, very experienced. He has lots of Premier League experience as well. So he's not a project. He's not going to come in and you would expect him to, take a few years or seasons to bed in. He's going to hit the ground running. So that's that guy. Before I tell you what I think about who Arsenal should sign, let's talk very quickly about Kenan Yildiz, or Yildiz. Now, this guy is much younger. He looks more like a project. He plays for Juventus at the moment. He's Turkish. He's 1.87 meters in height. He's a left winger. I've seen a couple of videos about this guy. He's very fast, very direct. His dribbles are really good. His numbers also are not really so exceptional. In this current campaign, he looks like he's hitting the ground running. In 3 games, he has scored 2. Previous campaigns for Juventus, 6 matches, he scored 1. Last season, 7 goals in 35. And the season before that, 2 goals in 27. But then, of course, this was when he was, 18? So he's really young, very exciting prospect. He's a very good dribbler, very fast, very direct, can play on the left, and I hear also he can play a few other positions as well. So he's the kind of player that you can get into, very exciting. You can get him into your team, and he gives me, more like more of this young prodigy kind feel. He looks like a player for the future. If you sign this guy right now, he's going to cost in the region. I hear the market value is 5 million euros for Yildiz. I think also for Semenyo, Bournemouth wants, I think, 100 million if he's going to leave in January. If he waits till the summer, that number might go down a bit. But these two players are going to be in pretty much the same range for price. So I don't know. If you sign Yildiz, for me, it will be a player you hope to bed in, take a couple of years, before you get the finished product. But if you sign Semenyo, I think you're going to be getting the goals, the assists, and you're going to get value right in. He's very powerful, very strong. So my personal opinion, I think if Arsenal are going to go for any one of these two players, I suspect that Arsenal will be needing him not in January but at the end of the season. So by then we might have moved on 1 or 2 players, and then he'll be the main guy to start. So I'll rather we go for Semenyo. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Personally, the reason I prefer Semenyo is just because of the fact that Arsenal are not at that stage where they want projects right now. It's exciting to know what Yildiz will turn into in the future, but right at this very moment, Arsenal want to win trophies. So yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 players and the price tags, and who you rather Mikel Arteta goes for by the summer. Again, by the way, bonus point here, Anton Semenyo is an Arsenal fan, so I think Arsenal will have the advantage or the upper hand if Gabriel Arteta prioritizes him in the summer transfer window. One more take. Gabriel Jesus is starting to get fit. I hear he'll be back to the team, to join the team, I think around January. And lots of talks about Arsenal possibly cashing out on him in January. There's also conversations about him wanting to be fit and get a number of games under his belt ahead of the World Cup to get selected by Brazil. Personally, I think that Arsenal should not sell in January, mainly because I think this season, as long as we are still within financial fair play, we spent a lot of money in the last summer. So as long as we're still within FFP rules financially from this current financial year, I think we should keep Gabriel Jesus to the end of the window. A few reasons for that. One is that he's been in Arsenal for at least, I think, 4 years or so. He hasn't won a major trophy. This is that season where he has a big chance of winning a major trophy for Arsenal. So leaving in January will not help his CV that much. And if he's fit and he does what he should do, he should be able to give good competition to the likes of Gyökeres and Kai Havertz. Also, the fact that Arsenal have to win a major trophy means that we need everybody we can get. Kai Havertz is coming back soon, and I wouldn't want a situation whereby we get any injury to the likes of Gyökeres. Hopefully he stays fit all season. But at the same time, I want us to have those options on the bench. By the way, Gabriel Jesus can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play as a striker, and he's a very hard worker. Going into the crunch fixtures of February, March, April, May, the business end of the season, we want all our players fit and available. If we sell him to, say, a potential rival, to any other Premier League club, we lose firepower and options. You can imagine games where we're struggling to break the deadlock, low blocks and all of that. Introducing a player like this gives us now a very strong edge. Also, we get a chance to rotate Gyökeres and even Kai Havertz and have multiple options so that we can compete for every single trophy. The FA Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League, and the League Cup. Let me know your thoughts in comments on if Gabriel Jesus again should stay, or if we need to cash in on him come the January transfer window in 2026. So, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.